It is always a continuous debate that what makes life worth living. Laurel High Global School conducted a 2-day exclusive informative, thought provoking, and interactive workshop, Happiness by Dr. Gona Quigley, a retired Canadian educator who has a broad base of experience in the areas of teacher development and educational leadership. Director, Laurel High Global School, Sunkar Ravikumar, on opening remarks said, happiness and gratitude have their impact on making a meaningful life because, as per research, to make a meaningful life involves challenges and stress, higher levels of worry, and anxiety to make things successful. And parents play great role in bringing the balance and create happiness around a child, since the implications of a parent's happiness will be there on child's emotional and social development.
Behind that we clearly mentioned in our website about the global citizenship and our plans about Laurel High Global Schools. We thankful to Dr. Dona for visiting the second time to the school, and when she visited the last time, she discussed on the acts of kindness. Now she proposed two topics. That is one, which one we like is the happiness. That this concept we spread among. The reason for choosing the happiness concept is now we are reading in many of the articles like the world is moving so fastly. It's such a unimaginable speed, and we need to position our kids in this process. In that, we are finding different extremes in the life. Especially comes to we take the various examples in our lifestyles. There is a lot of change happening, especially being in Rajahmundry. We are experiencing from last 3 months or 4 months with Jamaatans will be. We never imagined it will happen in Rajahmundry. In a click of button, we get whatever we want to eat at any time, even up to night 12 o'clock. You can to be prepared. Yesterday I am discussing with one person. What he is sharing is how can we teach the children about expected to unexpected. That is a concept now going around us. We need to prepare the generations expected to unexpected. How to face the unexpected situations. These are various concepts are evolving. We need to connect the children and we need to connect ourselves to that. In that context, we invited Dr. Dona. She has proposed about the happiness, and this is the right time we discuss about the happiness, and every country is now measuring the happiness index of the country and the places where we live. This is the right time to discuss and share our ideas, not that she did something. She is going to interact about the concept. Not that it is a platform for all us to discuss on the happiness and among ourselves, among the kids and all. And thank you very much for giving the opportunity and sharing your time with the school. Thank you.
To understand this better, an interactive workshop was conducted by Dr. Donna Quigley, focusing on 4 critical factors and 6 important strategies to help parents and teachers to raise a happy child who can be content in spite of what may ever come in different phases of life.
Fortunate enough that second time she is visiting our school. First time there was a lovely session on acts of kindness. She was talking about the gratitude. So that was the topic last time. How to feel gratitude, how to show the kindness to others, animals, people, all around. So that was very nice, and Dona is here with us, and at this moment I would really like to thank our director sir, Sunkara Ravikumar Garu, for his wonderful vision, thought, and arranging such wonderful sessions for teachers. We are always learning so many new things in the school. So thank you sir, thank you for that, and I thank all the parents for wonderful listening. I hope you are taking something very valuable home. I would really like to tell something. From past few days, we are interacting very much with the parents. So the only problem from the parents was, my child always plays with the mobile. My child watches TV and summer is on and every child is busy with, parents are not allowing children to go out. The only one entertainment at home is the mobile and the TV. And as you know, like what are the disadvantages? It is an addiction. And as she said, happiness can be a habit. So let us all help our children to be happy. They should enjoy with whatever they are playing, not only TV and mobiles. I hope you will really take it. And I thank Donna ma'am once again for all this wonderful interaction with the parents. And thank you so much.
Parent workshop was dedicated on goals of raising children to be both productive and happy, focusing on what is happiness, what keeps you and your child happy and healthy as you go through life, why adults need to learn behaviors that make them happy. Let us hear them from the expert itself.
Happiness is a feeling from within. The research says that happiness is based on a sense of gratitude. Happiness is an awareness of our state of mind. It is the feeling that we are optimistic, positive in our thinking. It's the attitude of, well, as I said in my lecture, happiness is a habit. It has to do with the way the brain responds to the stimulus of the world around us. Happy people are optimistic. Happy people are those individuals who are open and happy. The research that I quoted today, which was the longitudinal study on happiness from Harvard University, did identify certain factors, and they said that the research says that if you are happy, then you have a sense of gratitude, you are connected to meaningful relationships in your life, that you look after your body from the perspective of a need for sleep, a need for rest, and exercise, and good diet. The happiness is also defined as someone who lives a balanced life. Now, I'm not saying that we're all happy all the time. That wasn't the point of the lecture. But the lecture was that we need to learn to think positively as teachers, as parents, and to give children the form in which that they can grow and blossom in an encouraging, loving way, so that the children feel grounded and they're able to address the problems that are going to face them in their older life, because we all know children are going to have problems in their later life. So thank you. Well, the parents are the people who raise the child. The parents are the ones who provide the home, the contact with other people, the diet, the exercise, the study habits, the kind of school that they might go to. So parents make a lot of decisions for their children with the goal of being happy. However, as I mentioned in the lecture, there are some things that parents overlook. And one of them is that they like to give their children everything they can. They respond to the child who says, I want more, I need more candy, please give me more, and I don't want to do anything that's hard. And parents' role is to be tough love, gives their children some tough love from time to time, so that they can feel that they're contributing to their family, so that the children go into life knowing that there are expectations of them, that they must meet a standard, and that there are rewards to meeting those standards. And above all, that they are safe to make mistakes, and they are safe to be wrong, because they come from a loving, nurturing home. Children are like a mirror, and they will be who we show them to be. Parents begin to educate their children from the moment they begin to interact with them as little babies. The parent is the role model, and that is the key. Parents who are critical, who scold constantly, who are negative, raise children who are not happy. Parents need to feel the gratitude that they have these precious little people, and that they have the opportunity to guide them through their life, to build their self-esteem, to build their courage, to teach them to be appreciative. And as I said in my lecture, gratitude is the cornerstone of happiness. And if we teach children to love their family, excuse me, to love themselves and to love the world around them, excuse me, then they will be happy and they will grow. And I think in this school, increasingly teachers are developing the philosophy that they need to be nurturing and caring, as well as having high expectations of the children. Thank you.
How do you feel about Laurel High Global School?
Well, I'm very impressed with the school, not just because of this wonderful building. Certainly, it's a state-of-the-art building. It has every facility and resource that you could dream about. The grounds are particularly beautiful. The resources are fabulous. The play, the library, the two phys ed teachers who work hard. Everything is good here. But also the smaller school in the city, when I first came to the school, that's where I went, that is just as nice. And I'll tell you that a school is not so much the building, even though this is a wonderful one. What matters is the quality of the program, the safety of the children, and the way that the children are developed to grow and to receive a good education. The quality of the parent and teacher communication is very important, as was the lecture this morning that I've provided. A lot of parents came today and yesterday, and this tells me that this school knows that they need to share in the role of raising the children. Everyone needs to have as much good information about raising the children as possible, guarding the self-esteem, encouraging children to meet the standards that we have for them. I'll also say that on a personal level, as a foreigner, I am delighted to be so welcome. I've been in classrooms. The children of India are delightful. And I will say that as a principal in Canada, before I retired, we loved it when the children from India were registered in our school, because they're studious, hardworking, delightful little people. I couldn't say enough good things about the school. I could go on, but the one thing I want to say in my conclusion is that this school, the director and the administration, has an idea that we must move towards the future, that we must improve the quality of the schooling. We must provide programming and relationships that allow the children to have success in the future, because it's going to be very different than than the world that we have now. Is it a
international standard in this school?
I would say it is approaching this. The truth is no. However, the physical building exceeds the international standard, and the quality of the workbooks and the materials that are resources are international standard, of course. The development of the teachers is approaching this. So the teachers are learning, and I certainly feel very positively that the school is going in the right direction with the correct vision for the children.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ravana.